Chapter 6 of the Tale of Buster Bumblebee. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Tale of Buster Bumblebee by Arthur Scott Bailey. Chapter 6. Johnnie Green is Stung. There had been so much rain early in the summer that even by the middle of August, Farmer Green had not been able to finish his haying. His son Johnnie was sorry too, because he had to work in the hot hayfield almost every day, when he would far rather have gone swimming in the mill pond under the shade of the great willow. Sometimes Johnnie rode on the hayrake, and since he liked to drive the old horse Ebenezer, he didn't object to that part of his duties so much. What he hated most was pitching hay with a pitchfork. And next to that, he disliked going to the spring for a jug full of water. But those unpleasant tasks were nothing at all compared to what happened to him one day when he stepped squarely upon the doorway of the Bumblebee family's house. Johnnie's carelessness made the workers angry at once, and several of them rushed out and stung Johnnie Green severely. Then he was angry, and he declared he would fix them as soon as he could think of a good way to do it. And that very afternoon, while he was bringing in the heavy jug from the spring, Johnnie Green thought of a fine plan for punishing the Bumblebee family. He liked his plan so well that he could hardly wait to try it, and he went back to the hayfield almost at a run, whereas he usually sauntered along so slowly that his father often had to speak to him somewhat sharply. But this time Farmer Green could not complain. Johnnie even brought the jug, and the tin cup too, to the knoll in the meadow where his father and the hired man were working. And then Farmer Green said, "How are your stings now?" "Awful!" Johnnie informed him hopefully. "Maybe you'd like to stop work for the rest of the day and go swimming," said Farmer Green with a wink at the hired man. "Unless you're feeling too miserable," he added. "Oh, yes! Oh, no!" cried Johnnie. "My stings aren't too bad for that." And he started off at once across the field, taking the jug with him. "I'll leave the jug among the brakes in the fence corner," he called as he trotted away. Now Johnnie Green took the jug with him because he needed it. It was part of his plan for punishing the Bumblebee family. And instead of going straight to the fence corner, Johnnie made at once for the Bumblebee family's front door. As soon as he reached it, he poured some of the water out of the jug, but not all of it. Then he put his ear to the jug's mouth and listened, and he smiled happily, in spite of his stings, as he heard the roar from inside it. Buster Bumblebee, hurrying home to go to bed, for he was still following Mr. Crow's plan, Buster noticed Johnnie and wondered what he was doing. But as soon as he went inside the house, he forgot all about Johnnie Green, and when, a few moments later, there was a terrible sound of scraping and scratching in the long hall that led to the innermost part of the house, Buster Bumblebee never once thought to mention to anyone that he had seen Johnnie in the dooryard. End of Chapter 6. Johnnie Green is Stung.